Hey Gabe, how's it going? Thanks for submitting something again to Animjam. Sorry I only just got back to you. I know it's been a week. I've just been so busy with different things. But I'm glad you did run. It's looking really good. I can see it's stepped still. And yeah, I just think it's a really good idea that you chose to do a run cycle and a walk cycle first because, those are the building blocks to getting good at animation. Um, Understanding the physicalities of a run and a walk really helps later on in the future, and also like actually helps you work on your workflow. For me, like with runs and walks, it really solidified my layered approach to animating. um, and yeah, I think it's a great choice to do a run. But yeah, let's get into it. Overall, I think it's looking great. I really like this leg pose here. It's a very nice line of action. Very cool, and I think the timing is about right. Feels good. Um, a few things that I think that you can you know improve the shot a bit more um, before you go into spline is I think the hip, the COG, it's staying on the top, the extremes a bit too much. So it looks like it's sticking. So it looks like it's sticking at the top. Sorry about that. My webcam. You can tell by the quality the webcam has gone down. My camera actually ran out of battery. So yeah, back to the note. So you're sticking in Y a bit too much. So it looks like it's like hitting a wall or like it's just sticking there. And same with like and vice versa with the bottom. So if you ease that a bit more. So for example, if you look at this, this is the contact pose, and this is where the bottom of his hip is, and this is the full down pose, right around there. It doesn't move much. That's why it feels like it's not. He's sticking. I think if you either raise him up in the contact pose a bit, so maybe about like to here, there's more room for him to go down into the down pose and really feel like he's taking on the weight and the gravity of of his run, well, taking the weight of his body and how the gravity is affecting that. So here I like how it pops. So let's see, it pops to this, how high this is. I feel like this can be a bit higher maybe, and comes back down. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, so just like make sure that, yeah, just like the extremes, make sure it doesn't stick as much. So instead of, this is the spacing, so instead of like that, when you go to the top, maybe make it more like that, you know, so you can actually feel some motion. Um, so the head overlap, I think, is a bit delayed. So here's good, and by the time he comes back, oh, let's see. I think personally, so his head is here. I think by now you should already, it's too much overlap, I think. He should already start, coming down already. Yeah, basically I just think his head is coming down is overlapping, like it's delayed too much. It's sticking on this. Let's see. It just feels too soft, I think. Maybe it's too soft. Boom. I like the arc on the nose. But yeah, I would make that more snappier, so when he jumps, he's like, yeah. And so, in terms of the feet, I actually like it when I think it'll be more appealing if his legs. So, boom, this is his leg. And I kind of want him to be straight here. I think it's a better pose. So he goes, boom, and then he gets into this. Yeah, and that's I'm gonna erase this part, so maybe you'll read better. Da-da-da, erase, erase. Erase this. Go. Psh. Wonder if there's a way to copy frames. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it feels better. I'm just wondering why there's this stroby situation going on. Anyway. Yeah, so I'll do that for the other leg as well. It just feels better. Like to have that, it feels better to have that extension. And then lastly, I think, oh, and also with the feet, I feel like after the extension, I feel like the leg, you can actually make, like, have some overlap in the toes, or even just like from ankle downwards in the feet. So let's say, boom, here. By the way, I'll keep this down. I would actually keep this foot all the way down. Let's see. Oh, come on, buddy. Let's see. Okay, so I would actually keep this foot stuck on the ground. So when he comes off it, it'll be more of a pop and more, feel more power. So, psh, paste that, boom. And then here, where you have the leg is fine, but like that. Or actually even maybe bend it like that. We'll see. Let's take a look. That might be too floppy, but so yeah, I'll have it back here. And then, boom. Let's see, and then so there's a bit of overlap, like dragging. See that? And then he goes. That might be too much of a pop, so you might have to adjust that so it's around here. Boom. Yeah. Maybe here. Yeah, that's about right. Can make this more dynamic going like that. But yeah, I think it feels better. Just be careful of this contact pose. Yeah, it's like this ankle is too much. So by extending it out and going like that would feel better. Cool. And then the last thing I would say is the hands. I feel like it's too floppy. I mean, of course you have to pose the hands a bit better so it's more like a fist, like a tight fist. Right now it looks like there's a lot of intersections and stuff like that, but maybe you'll fix that in later in spline. But this guy's running with all his he's running, so a lot of his muscles are engaged and tensed, and I think that by having this kind of breakage like that, it makes him feel really weak, like he feels really flimsy and not as strong. So I would say, oh, man, this brush thing would be the end of me. So I would say you want something like that. That feels stronger and less overlap. There's some overlap. So this is good. This is a good pose. Feels strong. It's just this is so rotated. I don't think it needs to be that rotated. Don't overlap for the sake of overlapping. And then here, this is a step pose. Go here. So here I would actually, this is the hand. Ooh. This is the hand. I actually start coming down instead of going sideways. Ooh, more, actually. More. Boom. Just started going down earlier. It's sticking as well. Yeah, so overall I think this is feeling really good. I think I definitely can see the improvement you have from like when you first submitted a shot to Animjam. I think this is a good practice for body mechanics, like I said before. And if you have any questions, please let me know, and I can I can message you them directly. But thanks for being so patient with waiting for this critique. Let me know if you need anything. Thanks, Gabe. See ya.